Hi everyone, Fran here from the 5-Minute Modeler. Today I'm going to show you a fantastic, almost free, and fast way to build realistic deciduous miniature trees for your model railroad using a common shrub, the Spirea. Trees are the part of a layout many of us dread. They're expensive to buy and you can't have enough trees. I'm a self-professed cheapskate when it comes to my hobbies, so I'm always looking for ways to get a great result for little to no money. This Spirea method is a great way to build trees for pennies per tree, and I've learned a few new tricks I'm excited to share. There are many methods to make trees out there, but today we're going to dive into this one great option, the use of Spirea branches. These common shrubs grow easily across the globe and are often found in landscaping. You might even have one or two. I have a bunch. The structure is just right. The branches and even the dried flower heads have a natural, miniature tree-like structure. I first noticed this while trimming my own bushes and realized they were perfect for N-scale and often HO scale trees. In fact, I recently saw Spirea branches used as trees in a professional architectural model at a museum. Before you start gluing, let's talk about the scale height of trees. Get out your scale rule. Small trees are going to be up to about 25 feet. Medium trees will be 25 to 50 feet. A 50-foot boxcar on its end is a great visual reference. And large trees will be in that 50 to 80 foot category. With Spirea, we can easily make trees in the 10 to 50 foot range, which is actually the most common and best looking size for most model railroads. A 120 foot oak tree might look great on your workbench, but it'll dwarf your buildings and trains on the layout. Spirea is perfect for filling out those forest areas without breaking the bank or taking up too much vertical space. The best time to harvest Spirea is in late spring or early summer after the flowers have faded. Use hand pruners to look for branches and flowers that already have that tree-like shape. Place your cuttings in a bag and let them dry out completely for at least a couple of weeks. I've not had any problems with bugs, but you may want to look for them before you bring them into the house or apartment. Once dried, remove any of the dried leaves. Leave the flower heads on. They form a fantastic instant canopy structure that will make it easier, especially with some of the smaller trees. Now here's what you're going to need for both of these methods I'll talk about. If you've been modeling for a while, you probably have most of this already. First, the Spirea branches. These are free. Secondly, adhesives. I use a spray adhesive. I use it in a well-ventilated area and a little bit of white glue at times. Ground foam. Fine turf in various colors, darker greens for shadows, lighter greens for highlights, and maybe even some golds or reds for fall. And optionally, you can also add some coarse foam or turf, polyfiber like Woodland Scenic's foliage fiber, and a scrap block of foam to hold the trees. The first method is what I call the small and simple spray method for trees under 25 feet. You'll want to use the smaller branches, especially those with dried flower heads. Hold the branch and give it a solid coat of spray adhesive. Be safe and spray in a well-ventilated area. Starting from the top, sprinkle on your fine ground foam. I start with the darker green to represent the shadow area. I follow up with lighter shades of green, rotating the tree to get good coverage. Here's a tip. If a branch is too sparse, don't throw it away. You can use some tacky white glue to join 2 or more branches together to form one full tree. You might have to rough up the edges of the trunk with a little bit of sandpaper prior to gluing. Second method, this is actually excellent for larger, more open branches without the flowers, allowing you to build up a bigger canopy. First, we're going to prep the fiber. We take a small piece of green polyfiber, about an inch square, and gently stretch it out until it's very wispy and you can easily see through it. Spray adhesive onto the branch structure, then drape the stretched polyfiber over the branch, gently squeezing it into place to form the canopy shape. You might use 2 or more pieces depending on the size of the tree. Spray another layer of adhesive over the polyfiber and finish as before, sprinkling on your various colors of fine and coarse ground foam. The coarse turf really helps add dimension and texture here. With a little bit of effort, you will have hundreds of realistic, inexpensive trees. One final crucial tip. When planting on your layout, plant in groups. If you look in nature, trees rarely stand alone in the wilderness. Plant them in clusters of 3 or more for a much more natural and convincing forest look. And always make sure they're standing vertically, even on a hillside. Well, this is just one way to create a huge forest on a budget. Experienced modelers, what are your best tricks for building realistic trees? Leave a note in the comments. You can also click this link for other videos I have on tips and tricks for model railroading. And as always, hit that like button and subscribe, and we'll see you on another episode of the 5 Minute Modeler.